These are the installation instructions for setting up a Williams-Warn Kegerator. This Kegerator has the ability to ferment and dispense up to 2 brew keg 10s at one time, or it can dispense a variety of dispensing kegs once the brewing process is complete. These include a Williams-Warn brew keg 25 once clarification is complete and it can be taken off its stand, up to 3 Cornelius kegs, which are commonly used in personal brewing, and it can also accommodate a couple of 20 litre or 30 litre Sankey kegs, also known as D-style kegs, which are used in pubs, or one 50 litre D-style keg. Firstly, if not required, remove the shelf and the glass rack from inside the Kegerator. Then turn the Kegerator on its side and screw on the wheels using the screws provided. 2 of the wheels have a brake and these should be installed at the front of the Kegerator. Then position the Kegerator upright, but do not turn on the Kegerator for 24 hours once it is right way up. Then remove the fittings from the end of the beer font tubing. These are John Guest connections and can be removed by pushing in the end of the fitting and pulling the tubing out at the same time. Remove the black font cover and place the gasket over the hole and line it up with the 4 screw holes. Then feed the tubes through the top of the Kegerator and using a Phillips screwdriver and the 4 screws provided, screw the font into place. Then refit the fittings onto the end of the beer lines. Push the tubing all the way into the fitting and then pull on it to make sure that it won't come out. If you wish to mount the CO2 cylinder on the back of the Kegerator, there is a bracket supply that locates on the rear of the unit. Then connect the gas regulator to the CO2 cylinder. Use the spanner provided to tighten it on. Then place the CO2 cylinder onto the bracket at the back of the Kegerator. Due to the upgraded aluminium CO2 cylinder, the base of it does not fit inside the base of the bracket, but it can sit on top of the base and the straps can be adjusted to accommodate the larger diameter cylinder. Next, unscrew the black bung at the back of the Kegerator, then take the gas line and feed the end that connects to the regulator through the hole at the back of the Kegerator. Then remove the yellow sticker and the small foam plug and put the black cap through the tubing. Then screw the black cap back on. Then push the end of the gas tubing into the John Guest fitting on the regulator. Make sure you pull it to make sure that it is secure. Then open the valve at the top of the CO2 cylinder, make sure there are no leaks, and set the low pressure to 1.1 bar or 16.5 psi. 1.1 bar is 110 kilopascals. Then plug the Kegerator into a wall socket and then set the temperature at the target required. For dispensing a cold beverage, we recommend between 1 and 4 degrees Celsius. The Kegerator also comes with a fan and tubing that can be inserted up the font in order to cool the font down. Just push the fan button on the control panel to activate the fan. The stainless gas fittings connect to the in port on a Cornelius keg or a Williams-Warn brew keg, and the beer outport stainless steel connectors connect to the beverage outport. Pull up the connectors' collars to put on and to remove. And finally, put on the font guardrail and place the drip tray in front of the font. Your Kegerator is now ready for action. Please note, if you're using it to ferment a brew keg or 2 brew kegs, you will need the controller and the heat belt as shown in the brew keg 10 videos. In any case, happy brewing and dispensing.